शङ्कापः प्रभववैभवमौनशक्तिं संस्तोष्यमाणमनिशं मुनिभिः सभायां सम्बोधनेन हृदयान्धतमः प्रकाशम् आनन्दमात्मरमणं शरणं प्रपद्ये।
नमः परमर्षिभ्यो नमः परमर्षिभ्यः। हरिः ओम्। उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धामदाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्यां जागर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् अद्राक्षम् अक्षीणदयानिधानम् आचार्यम् आद्यं वटमूलभागे मौनेन मन्दस्मितभूषितेन महर्षिलोकस्य तमोनुदन्तम् विद्राविताशेषतमो गणेन मुद्राविशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्यमायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महांस्तत्त्वमसीति बोधम् ममाद्यदेवो वटमूलवासी कृपाविशेषात्कृतसन्निधानः ओङ्काररूपाम् उपदिश्य विद्याम् आविद्यगध्वान्तम् अपाकरोतु। श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तिसारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमां रमणाचार्यसम्पूर्णां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सदाशिवसमुद्भूतशुद्धज्ञानैकरूपिणीं रमणाचार्यसम्पूर्णां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण स्वानुभूतिसमुज्ज्वलां तमीडेहं सदा शुद्धं रमणेशमहेश्वरम्। देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकमहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्तदभावसुप्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मनां सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयम्। By Bhagavan's grace, we are continuing உள்ளது நாற்பது அனுபந்தம். உள்ளது நாற்பது, the 40 verses on Atma-vidya by Bhagavan, and Anubandham. Most of the verses are translations from authentic sources. The last verse which we stopped few months ago it was the most important verse which Bhagavan wrote. You can see in ashram also, the only verse which is visible there. हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रं हि अहमहमिति साक्षात् आत्मरूपेण भाति। हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वता मज्जता वा पवनचलनरोधात् आत्मनिष्ठो भवत्वम्। This was the verse that we saw last time. The meaning of that verse is, the Upanishads speak about Brahman, absolute, Brahma. Somehow in English, we have started using it as Brahman, Brahman, Brahman. Actually, that is not a right usage, but doesn't matter, because in Tamil we say Brahmam. That is also not right. So it is Brahma. It is the absolute, the supreme, the non-dual. All these are nothing but words. And the only reality is aham aham iti sakshad atma rupena bhati. In our own heart, it is directly, immediately experienced by all. All in the sense all. From the smallest creature to the highest being, in the heart of everyone, the experience of I is there. Generally we say, poetically, more effulgent than the splendorous sun. Or they also say, more splendorous than million suns. This is poetical usage. Koti Surya Samaprabha. But Bhagavan used to say, even one sun we cannot look. How can you look at million suns? Eti Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapaduttita. As in Bhagavad Gita, says thousands of suns. The effulgence was a light. So it's poetry. So the fact is, it is more visible than sun. That is the fact. In the sense, to see the sun, you need eyes. Without eyes, you cannot see the sun. Even though it is so splendorous, even if million suns comes, then also to see, you need the senses. Without senses, you cannot see the sun or any light as such. But your own existence, the self, Atma, we call it Atma Swarupam, our real nature, is experienceable. We say darshanam only we say. Darshanam means seeing. Atma darshanam. But you cannot see. It is more intimate than seeing, as the I, aham, I am. The I am in one's own heart. And in this verse, Bhagavan said, hṛdaya kuhara madhye. That is also a poetry. In the heart cave, in the cave of the heart, in the center of the cave of the heart, kevalam. Kevalam is non-dual. There is no duality. There is no second. Brahma matram, only that supreme truth. You can call it Brahma, you can call it God, Bhagavan. You can call it the supreme principle, nirvana, whatever you want. It is ever available in the heart as the I. Aham, aham iti sakshad. Sakshad means direct. You don't need any intermediation of senses or mind or anything. Aparoksham. Yes, sakshat aparokshat Brahma. As the Upanishad says. It is the direct, immediate experience of all. Sarvanubhuhu, experienced by all. Okay, this is the fact. Now, my problem is not whether Brahman exists or it is my own self. Advaita Vedanta is that my own self is the supreme. Jiva Brahma Aikyam, they say. Actually, there is no Aikyam. What you take as Jiva is the supreme Brahma. But the problem is, I am not seeking. If you are a genuine spiritual seeker, you are not here for entertainment. You are not here for attaining even self-realization. Because, what do you mean by self-realization? So, another achievement so that you can become a big person in the world, a famous person. It is better that we go and act in some cinema. You can become famous. You don't need spiritual life for that. A person who has encountered suffering, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra Patanjali says, when true, genuine discrimination arises in the heart, viveka, wherever, whatever corner you look, you find there is suffering due to ignorance. So you want to be free of this suffering. Atyantika shoka nivrti. So when that, actually that shoka is what we call as mrityu, Bhagavan's death experience. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Mrityuna Attam. Wherever you look, there is Mrityu, death. Death is not simply death, death is ignorance. Death is limitation born of ignorance. Jealousy is death. Desire, inordinate desire is lust. Lust is death. Anger is death. So death is not simply death, anything that will suffocate you, limit you. So that is death. So once you become absolutely aware of that death outside, wherever you look, you see that. Then you search, where will I be free of that? What happened to Bhagavan in 15 minutes, perhaps we have to do 15 years or 15 lives. We do not know. Somehow, little by little, at least you have to face death. Not philosophically, not academically, not bookishly, but actually in life you have to face death. What is the impact of that facing death? Absolute vairagya. Then the person becomes cleansed, pure. Otherwise, impurity will remain. And then he asks, where is that spot where there is no danger? In Bhagavatam there is a beautiful verse, Martyo mrityu vyālabhītah palayan. A mortal, Martya means a mortal human being. He woke up to viveka, discrimination. Then he found that a snake is chasing him. A serpent is chasing him. And what is that serpent? It is nothing but death. Mrityu vyāla. Wherever he goes, it is chasing him. And he could not find refuge anywhere. And in that bhakti language, Bhagavatam says, Tvatpadabjam prapya yadirchayadya swasthashete mrityurasmad apaiti. At last he caught hold of your feet. And there also it says yadirchaya, unexpectedly. Or you can say by divine grace. He caught hold of your feet, swasthaha. He became relaxed. The sign of every photo of Bhagavan you see, what does it show? Relaxation. Otherwise the whole world is agitation. Going to achieve something, become something, conquer something. attain something. What? Where are you running? Running hither, thither, everywhere you run. And swastha. In I don't know, Telugu also it is there. In Malayalam we say swasthama. Then the swastavanu. Are you swastha? Swastha means abiding, sitting in oneself. Not sitting in the chair, not sitting in bank deposit, not sitting in insurance policy, not sitting in name and fame, not sitting in relationship, but sitting in the eternal, that which cannot be taken away. And then there is great relaxation, great release. The beautiful word for that in Sanskrit is nirvriti. Nirvriti. Nirvriti, you know, free. Any evacuation is relaxation, bliss. Anything you give up, you don't want to do. The jnani is called the emperor of lazy men. Alasya Chakravarti, Alasya Durida, supremely lazy. Bhagavan says in Aksharamanamale, Shombiyai, Shumma, Sukhamundu Urangidil, Solveran Gati Arunachala. See, laziness is not that bad. If the whole, people will ask, if whole world is lazy, Swami, what would have happened? What would have happened? No global warming, no no traffic, no invention of all these things. You will be living in forest, no population also. Disease will come, you will die, gracefully die. No oxygen cylinder, no ventilator, nothing. So actually it is not that bad. See, every creature in world you see, it hunts for its food. And after that, rest. And we are people, we cannot even rest without some entertainment. Some outer thing. Compared to them, is it intelligence? Buffoons. Very intellectual buffoons we are. So, swastha, the great relaxation comes when that person finds Bhagavan. Bhagavan means Brahma. Where at last I find what I was seeking is in me as myself. So no more stress, strain to run outside. I have arrived even without making a single move. So this is what happened. I entered into my own self, not anywhere outside. No Vaikuntha, no Kailasa, nowhere. And that entering into my own heart, hṛdayaṁ, enter the heart. Then next moment we ask, where is the heart? Hṛdayaṁ manasa, with the mind, because the mind is so much utilized in the world, turn the mind towards the heart. And now we are coming to the heart. Now, hṛdayaṁ manasa swam chinvata, by investigating one's own self. Majjata, by diving deep into one's own heart. Pavana chalana rodad, by controlling, curbing, withdrawing, disciplining, putting into order the prana. Thus, atma-nishtho bhavatvam. Abide as the Atman. Become the atma-nishtha. Nishchayena sthitihi. Come to that firm conviction and abide in the real self, in the real nature. So this is the shloka in Tamil. The shloka we saw. And then the shlokam. Idayamalar guhaye. Yes. So actually this is another verse. Yes, this is another verse. Guheshan. Yes. This is another verse, but the same essence is same only. Idayamalar guhaye ahamai. The soft heart lotus, the cave as the seat, remains shining the Lord Guhesha. Ever unceasingly that Guhesha as I. In English, vasikkirathu kashtam. Tamil book வேணும். இங்கிலீஷ்லயே அடிச்சுட்டு இருக்கலாம். தமிழ் இல்லையா அதுல? இருக்கா? Okay. Oh, okay. Right. So this song we already have seen. Now about sadhana. The devotee is asking Bhagavan how to locate that heart center. See, meditation. Somehow we have to find the true meditation. You can call it meditation, you can call it atma vichara, whatever. Same. It is turning the attention from the world towards the self. Atma-abhimukha. Turning towards one's own existence. I am. So this is our effort. Shanaihi. Slowly, the mind is scattered in the world like a broken box from which sesame seeds go out. How will you collect them? Like that, you have to collect slowly. Shanaihi with great attention. That is yoga. That is yoga sadhana. So much of attention is necessary to collect the thoughts which have got scattered, vikshipta in the world, and put them in the source. Udikkum idathil odungi iruttal. From where it arises, in that same spot, it goes and merges back. So, now in the 21st verse, we have to finish all this before 25th. So, the 21st verse. epperuṅkaṇ ṇivaiyāvum niṛalāha vedirē tōṇṭṟu. இப்பிரபஞ்சத்து உயிர்களுக்கெல்லாம் விdayameṉa இசைப்பது ஏதோ. ceppudiyeṉ்றே வினவும் ராமனுக்கு வசிஷ்டமுனி செப்புகின்றான். இப்புவியின் உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் இதயம் இருவிதமாகும் எண்ணும் காலே. The moment we say heart, we know only cardiac. That heart only we know. You know, see, this all spiritual terms, you tell them, people go take those terms and make it their name of their house. Now you see, you go to the Ramanashrama, on the way, you see Aham Vritti Ayurveda Center, something like that. They think they are doing something good, but the terms becomes ultimately confused. That is why they kept all these things as secret. So, heart also First, it was used for the spiritual heart only. Some medical people named, Ayurveda people named, the blood pumping, they wanted some name for that organ, so named it as heart. Because these people are saying in the center of the body, something is there, so this must be that. So name it hṛdayaṁ. Hṛdayaṁ, the word is hṛt, hārda. And the same term in the Indo-European languages, it became heart. English also is same, hṛdayaṁ, heart. Here it is hṛdayaṁ. In Tamil they call it idayaṁ. Same only. No separate name. Idayaṁ. So idayaṁ or hṛdayaṁ or heart or one name, but the real thing that is being indicated is the spiritual center within you, which the Upanishads long back spoke as the hṛdaya. Hṛdaya pundarikam. They said, they also used that poetical language. There is a lotus in the heart. In that lotus, Bhagavan is sitting. So, in that heart center, in the heart, Brahman is shining as pure consciousness, Chit. And in this song, Bhagavan says that Chit is like a mirror in which the entire universe is reflected. That huge mirror in which this universe appears as an image. Outwardly this image, inwardly another image. Inwardly, is the mind carrying that image you see in dream. Outwardly it appears projected as solid reality. Enamored by that. So many worlds, so many universes you can see. All these Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam, as Shankaracharya says in Dakshinamurti Stotram, the entire universe is like a city reflected in a huge mirror. And what is that mirror? That mirror is my own real self. When we say mirror, that is the example that they give. Modern example, you can say the film screen, the movie screen. The movie screen, you see the movie, and there are times when the movie is not, screen alone is. No movie. Only the screen is. That is, you can say two things. One is the deep sleep state. The other is in the waking state, you have that, it is samadhi. Where there is no movie, only the screen is. In deep sleep also, nothing is seen, but the screen itself is bliss. Or you can say a strange well-beingness. In that, in deep sleep, sushupti, no world, no body, no mind, nothing. But suddenly, see, reflection means you will naturally question there should be a reflecting thing outside. A thing which is reflected. But here, the screen, the film, the light, Anaithum avan Chittiramum Parpanum Sherpadamum Aroliyum Attanayum Tanam avan. All that one truth alone. And that which is called as heart of all beings in the universe. Ipprapañjattu ṇuyirkkellā vidayameṉa visaippa dēdō. That heart which is the heart for the universe. The Upanishad says, hṛdayaṁ vishwamasya. The entire Vishwam is the heart of Ishvara. Ceppudi. I think it's Telugu. Telugu you say, right? Ceppu. In Tamil it is Ceppudi. In Tamil sometimes they use Ceppu and sometimes Ceppudi. We don't know whether it came from Telugu or from Tamil somewhere. Some confusion. So Ceppudi endre vinamum rāmaṇukku. Rama is asking Vāsiṣṭha. So very clear. From Yōga Vāsiṣṭham. Rama is asking Vāsiṣṭha, and then Vasiṭṭamuṇi seppugiran. Vasiṭṭamuni is saying, responding, ṇibbhuviyi ṇuyirkkellā midayamiru vidhamāhu. Now confusion more. Vāsiṣṭha is saying there are two kind of heart. Not one heart. Our heart is also taken. Blood pumping heart is also taken. So there are, for the world, there are two heart. One is the original, the other is the name that it got. So that two kind of hearts. Kollattakkadum tallattakkadumam ivvirandin kūru kellāy. அளத்தற்காம் உடம்பின் மார்பு அகத்து ஓர் இடத்து இதயமென அமைந்த அங்கம் தள்ளத்தக்கது. ஓர் அறிவு ஆகார இதயம் கொள்ளத்தக்கதாம் என்று உள்ளத்துள் கொள். அஃது உள்ளும் புறமும் உளது. உள்வெளியில் உள்ளது அன்றாம். கொள்ளத்தக்கதும் தள்ளத்தக்கதுமாம். Now when you are in the spiritual quest, the blood pumping heart should be ignored. It is not what we are considering. So the moment I say heart, don't jump to conclusion. That pop. No. Now, ivvirandin kūru kellāy, the organ called heart situated in a particular place within the chest of this limited measurable body deserves to be rejected. It is not the heart. Then what? The heart that is incomparable and very form of pure awareness is to be accepted. So heart means here the pure awareness which is not limited by the body. Inside the body also we will indicate one spot, but the real heart has neither inside nor outside. See, again we have to go through experience. In deep sleep, were you inside or outside? Is it possible to say? You can neither say inside nor outside because no space. And who is inside outside, that I also is not there. One has to see. Vedanta is very simple, provided you can contemplate on that state. Deep sleep. Then more and more you absorb that celestial thing will slowly seep into this waking state. You will recognize existence devoid of body, mind. And that is the only authentic state experienced by all. Not simply Ramana, Bhagavan or Shankaracharya or Buddha or someone. No. It is experienced by all without the individual sense, I thought. And you wake up, you want to go back there. It gives you great relief. No I, you, he, nothing. So you contemplate on that state, then you will find that there is a center within you where your mind is every day entering. Now, consciously in meditation, with absolute alertness, you enter the same center. The mind. How to enter? There Bhagavan says, where the I thought arises, trace the I thought and you will be led to that center. Follow the thread of the I thought. Your focus, inner attention, Shraddha Shakti will be pulled to that center. So this is the kollattakka hṛdayaṁ, the heart which you have to locate, find out. The moment you locate the heart, your spiritual initiation begins from there. Actually, this is the truth. When the person goes to a guru, how will he find the guru? Because when you really come in contact with guru, inwardly, the heart center opens up. It is not through intellectualization, not through some mind fascination. The moment outwardly you meet that great being, inwardly the inner temple opens. You, for the first time, land into a sacred spot. This is infallible. And this is real Diksha. The outwardly giving some mantra or some upadesha, all that are mere words. Okay, you have to struggle. It's like giving you some seed. You have to put the seed, water it, fence it, lot of struggle. But here you find directly the sprout. So this is the heart center. Many people had the experience of hṛdayaṁ, the heart center, directly in Bhagavan's Sannidhi. Even now, the same process is continuing. Bhagavan's Sannidhi, or you see Arunachala, something from within opens up. Outwardly you are seeing Arunachala, and what does he do? Karunapurna Sudhabde Kabalida Ghana Vishwarupa Kiranavalya. That Kiranavali is emanation of that spiritual vibration. Some power emanates. Everyone is emanating something. Psychic vibration. And when the center is absolutely pure, that emanation is so pure that in that presence other minds also subside, become quiet. So this Bhagavan says about Arunachala. I found a magic hill. When you come near it, it makes you still. And what is that stillness? It is not karpol maunam. It is not like the stone-like stillness. It is profound peace. And that profound peace opens up when the heart center operates. So here Bhagavan speaks about that kollattakkadu. That is the center. When that center you touch, no more you consider about outer space, body, all these things. It is not in the body. So, this is the second verse. And the third verse, first and verse, Tamil mattumdano. Brahman jagati bhutanam hṛdayam tat kimuchyate idam sarvam mahadarshe yasmins tat pradibimbati. Sadho jagati bhutanam hṛdayam dvividham smritam upadeyam cha heyam cha vibhagoyam tayoho shrunu iyattaya parichinne dehe yad vakshasontaram heyam tad hṛdayam viddi tanav ekatade sthitam samvin matram tu hṛdayam upadeyam sthitam smritam tad antare cha bahye cha nacha bahye nacha antare. Oh, இங்கே தமிழ் இங்கே முன்னாடி இருக்கு. ஸோ தத்து பிரதானம் ஹிருதயம் தத்ரேதம் சமவஸ்திதம் ததாதர்ஷ பதார்த்தானாம் தத்கோஷ சர்வசம்பதாம் சர்வேஷாமேவ ஜந்தூனாம் சம்வித் ஹிருதயமுச்யதே ந தேகாவயவைகாம்சோ ஜடஜீர்ணோபலோபமஹா. So that is the true heart, the spiritual heart. அதுவே முக்கிய இதயம், அதன் கண் இவ் அகிலமுமே அமர்ந்து இருக்கும். That, in fact, Bhagavan is saying, Brahman is the heart. Hṛdayam means the I am. And the I am is Brahman. It is Bhagavan. Hṛdayam te nama. In Arunachala Pancharatnam, Bhagavan says, Arunachala, heart is your name. So Hṛdayam is Bhagavan. So another name for Bhagavan. In that adhisthana, in that substratum, Akilamume, all this, the entire universe, abide. They just like film seen in a screen, they are seen. எல்லா செல்வங்களுக்கும் அதுவே இல்லம். Now people will crowd. Because Bhagavan says it is the abode of all wealth. Bhagavan said, Arunachala, you are the abode of all wealth. People see, go and do a Giri Pradakshinam, you will get a lottery. One of in our village, the barber generally who comes and does the haircut, he got a lottery. Very good, huge amount. Then I was saying, if you tell this that you are cutting hair here and you got lottery, all will come and cut the hair. So, Bhagavan said wealth. Wealth is not this outer money. Arunachala is also called Kubera Kshetra. See, when you go round Arunachala, so many temples are there. And before you enter the town, the last one, of course after that the Ishanya Lingam comes, but before that, Kubera Lingam. So about 15 years back, most of these lingams were all ignored. They are all dilapidated. And the first lingam to get repaired, very well maintained, was this Kubera Lingam. Because Kubera is the god of wealth. So people want that. So that was kept very well. Kubera Lingam. So Bhagavan here says, it is the abode of all wealth. And what is that wealth? It is, what will we do with wealth? Wealth is for keeping well. It is for saukyam, happiness. So real wealth is happiness. Therefore, awareness of all beings is declared to be the heart. It is not a small part of any organ of this perishable inert body. This heart, blood pumping heart, Bhagavan says, கல்போல் ஷடவுடலின் அவயவத்தோர் சிறுகூறு அன்றால். It is not the stone-like thing. Stone means inert. It represents the inert thing. Oh, the blood pumping heart, it is alive. No. It is alive because of the life principle. And the true spiritual heart is the life principle which is there within as aham, aham, I am, I. So the moment you recognize that heart center within, spiritual flowering happens. And this recognition of the heart center, as we said, it can happen through satsanga. Sometimes it can happen through nama japam. Sometimes it can happen through selfless service. Muruganar used to say, when a devotee looks at the tower of a temple and his heart leaps, and he just says like this, the heart center opens. Amudavayaitira, the door of nectar opens. So the heart center is a name given to the spiritual center within. The moment a person locates it, his spiritual life starts. Generally, you see the aeroplane, the aircraft. In an aerodrome, when it moves in the ground, it moves like a car or bus with the wheel. But when it takes off, when the takeoff happens, then when you are sitting inside, you will feel some other motor has started. Then the aircraft takes off. Like that in spiritual life also, you are struggling, reading books, going to this satsang, that satsang, doing japa, doing puja. And the day when you feel the takeoff, that is the day when the heart center has opened. Then it is unmistakable. Then you know. You have your, what will they call in the mannuvatiki? Shovel. Your shovel has touched the treasure. You have been digging, and suddenly it is like you hear the ting. It has touched the treasure. ṇivaiyāvu. Effortlessly you come and touch that heart center within you. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Tomorrow we will continue.